Your journey has been uniquely shaped by the times, yet you have persevered. As you step toward today, you carry not certificates, but the resilience of Borno and the promise of a brighter dawn.
In the major highlights of the event, the Oni of Ife, Oba Adedeye Enitan Oguwusi, was formally installed as the Chancellor of Kashim Ibrahim University. The revered monarch described education as a unifying force and charged students to become ambassadors of peace, culture, and national cohesion. The ceremony attracted top government officials, traditional rulers, academics, parents, and well-wishers from across the country. Ubong Usoro, Global Television News.
Thank you, Ubong. The federal government has announced new measures to curb malpractices during the West African Examinations Council and the National Examinations Council examinations. Among the modalities announced by Education Minister Tunji Alausa and Minister of State for Education Suwaiba Ahmed is the introduction of enhanced question randomization and serialization mechanisms. The government said the measures are part of ongoing reforms to strengthen credibility, transparency, and public confidence in the examination assessment system. For many teenagers, running on just a few hours of sleep has become normal. Experts warn that sleep is not optional. It is essential to how teens learn, think, and stay mentally healthy. This report takes a closer look at how sleep shapes teen learning and mental health, as well as why rest matters more than many realize. Here is Sadia Yakubu's report.
Adolescence is a critical stage of brain development, and sleep plays a key role in that process. During these years, a teen's internal body clock shifts, hormonal changes, especially in melatonin, make teenagers feel more alert late at night and more tired early in the morning.
Whenever we have too little sleep, you find out that you start having issues with concentration, you become very forgetful, you're unable to focus on simple tasks because you find your mind wandering to places and unable to stay present.
When sleep is lacking, learning suffers. Tired brains struggle to focus in class, process new information, and retain what was studied. Reaction time slow down, mistakes increase, and exam performance can drop. Even high-performing and highly motivated students can find it difficult to keep up when they are sleep deprived.
Sleep is very, very important as far as learning is concerned because if you notice, not even as teenagers, even as adults, if you stay too long without sleep, your brain will not function as it should. So talking about teenagers who are in that phase of development, it is very, very necessary that they have a balance of sleep and work to ensure that their learning is efficient or effective.
Technology is one of the biggest sleep disruptors for teenagers. Phones, tablets, and laptops emit blue light that interferes with the brain's natural sleep signals. Social media, online games, and streaming platforms also keep the mind active late into the night, pushing bedtime later, reducing sleep quality. Beyond academics, sleep is vital for emotional balance. Without enough rest or sleep, teens may find more irritable, anxious, or overwhelmed. Over time, ongoing sleep deprivation can weaken mental resilience, making it harder to cope with school stress, peer pressure, and everyday challenges. Sleep is not just a luxury, it is a foundation for learning, mental health, and overall well-being. When teenagers get enough rest, they think more clearly, learn more effectively, and handle stress better. Prioritizing healthy sleep habits can make a real difference, not just in the classroom, but in every part of a young person's life. Sadia Yakubu, reporting for Global Television News.
A brilliant report there. We appreciate you, Sadia. As Nigerians continue to experience evolution in the country's current political and economic development, reactions have been trailing recent events shaping politics and policies. Speaking on Global TV's breakfast program, Global Morning, Segun Showunmi, a politician and member of the People's Democratic Party, stated that while President Bola Tinubu's administration and those in today's political leadership can play the crucial role of uniting the country across ethnic and religious lines. It is incumbent on the generation coming after to provide visionary leadership going forward.
Sowunmi stated that Nigeria's political landscape, as presently is, has the potential of imploding, citing the numerous high-profile defections that have been recorded in the ruling All Progressives Congress in the past months. He expressed the worry that what Nigeria may ultimately experience, at best, is the Chinese model of political system.
If the ruling party succeeds in winning the election by this amalgamation of all of those forces, powerful and important strategic forces that have dovetailed into it, we're going to run into a scenario where the best thing that models what we'll be doing will probably be China.
On the imperative of driving development to the grassroots, Sowunmi said citizens' focus has disproportionately been on the federal government, a culture he believes has stagnated the country's development on multiple fronts. He noted that sadly, Nigerian laws neither allow the president to withhold allocations to the subnationals nor dictate to them on how to spend their funds.
States and local government are collecting their money. Your governors are buying private jets. They are marrying Arab women. They are doing all sorts of things. You see them every day in all of the capitals of the world, in Dubai, in London, spending money like it's going out of fashion. And you think that the president can stop it. The law does not allow the president not to release their money.
On the litigation between factions of the People's Democratic Party, he said it will ultimately be a break-or-make situation for the erstwhile ruling party, insisting, however, that the PDP laid the foundation for Nigeria's democratic progress in the current Fourth Republic that began in 1999.
You're watching the live broadcast of the AM News here on Global Television. More stories coming shortly. Do stay with us. Let's turn to business for you. The federal government has announced a shift from direct economic intervention to a capital de-risking and private sector-led growth model as part of its 2026 growth acceleration and investment mobilization strategy. The new direction was disclosed in a statement by Minister of State for Finance, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite, who said the strategy is aimed at unlocking large-scale domestic and foreign private capital by lowering investment risks, removing policy distortions, and strengthening execution discipline across key sectors of the economy. Let's now turn to the foreign scene for you, where provisional results released by Electoral Authority indicate that President Faustin Archange Touadéra has been re-elected for a third term in Central African Republic. Touadéra, 68, had been widely expected to win a third term and had touted his efforts to steady a nation long plagued by conflict. Zarao Nasrio has details.
Part of the opposition has called for a boycott, condemning the election as a sham and lacking political dialogue with the National Authority of Elections, stating that Touadéra won more than 76% of the vote. His main opponent, Anicet Jogues Dolegiale, came second with 15%, while Henry Marie Dondra was third with 3%. Turnout was around 52% for the December 28 polls, in which voters also cast ballots for national, municipal and local lawmakers. The final results will be announced in mid-January after the review of any appeals. Touadéra went into the election in pole position in a 7-strong field after a new constitution was adopted in 2023, allowing him to seek a third term. Zahrau Nasir reporting for Global TV.
Many thanks, Raul. Let's now get some excitement from the world of sports. A Super Eagles striker, Victor Osimhen, has reportedly threatened to quit the national team and return to Turkey. Osimhen was left fuming following his altercation with Ademola Lookman during the 4-0 win over Mozambique at the ongoing 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Having scored a brace thanks to assist from Lookman, the 27-year-old lashed out at his teammates for failing to pass to him in the 64th minute. And that's all I have for you on the AM News here on Global Television. Thank you so very much for watching. I am Uyi Agmofwegbe. Starting shortly is Global Morning.